What's up, everybody? My name is Parasite, and welcome back to Rebuilding Chelsea. Today we have both legs of the Europa Conference League semi-final against Roma. Probably, if we look at the other semi-final, it's going to be Stuttgart and Nice. So, it's not going to be an easy game. Stuttgart, I think, are a lot better than what they started with at the save. And, in year one, they're a lot better than year 20, obviously. So, they're a decent team. Nice must be a decent team. So, I think Roma's probably the biggest team of the three still. So I think if we win this, we have a good chance in the final. But we've got to win these two legs. We've been in good form. Well, the first team's been in good form. The backups have come in for the last two matches in the Premier League. Played against West Ham, drew 1-1 with pretty much a complete backup side. Even some under-23s players in there. Then we went even more rotation for the Everton game. Even more under-18s and under-23s players playing. And we lost 2-0. I don't think we even deserved to lose, really. If we look at the match stats, it was pretty even. So they were kind of lucky to get their 2 goals. We were unlucky not to score, but I didn't care. I don't care about the Premier League anymore. We've won it already. I only care about the Europa Conference League and the FA Cup final. Those are the only things that worry me from this point on. So I'm going to completely rotate for this West Brom match in between the 2 games. I'm going to put out my strongest squad for Roma. Speaking of my strongest squad, I think this is it here. Daryl Wilson still kind of got his, protective equipment on, so he's another 2 to 4 weeks. So he might be fully fit for the finals if we get to Conference League final, that is, and the FA Cup final. But even if he's not, he's fine playing with this protective equipment. He's definitely I think our best right winger. He scored a goal the last game we played him, so he's going to come in. Other than that, Jordan Dawson comes back in because Busk has really disappointed me. He's played the last couple of games. So I'm trying to get his sharpness up, and he's just been bad against teams. He had bad players around him, but he should stand out among those players, and he was one of the worst of them. So Dawson's going to come back in next to Mather. Normal back line. So let's get into the game. Let's do it. Let's see if we can beat Roma in this first leg. It is our home leg, so we need a good win at home. Don't allow any away goals. I'm going to say I expect to see a much better performance from you tonight. It wasn't them that made the bad performance, but still, it usually works. So let's do it. Everyone's motivated. Both teams coming into this one in good form. How do you rate your chances ahead of kickoff? We're going to have to be at our very best to get something today. Roma are as good as they come and will certainly be able to cause us 1 or 2 problems. Blair Gashi takes the captain's armband today. What do you see in him as a leader? He's a natural choice under the circumstances and fully merits the decision. Obviously, those last 2 games, notwithstanding, we've been in really good form. Not going to count those last 2 games either because it was complete rotation. They've won 5 out of their last 5, so they're in amazing form. This Bevilacque guy is like he won European Golden Boy. So he's a very good player. So we need to be wary of him. I don't know anyone else on their squad, though. But this guy I've been scouting, thinking about signing. But I don't think we're going to be signing him before the end of the season. But he's a very good player. So worry about him, but like I said, don't know the rest of the team. I don't know how they've done in Serie A in this save. I know they haven't won it, but I don't know how competitive they really are. Obviously, they're pretty decent because we've not done anything in the first 30 minutes. There's been no highlights. This might be a highlightless first half. I'm going to demand more from the team because I need to see something. 40th minute now. Finally get a highlight here in the 40th minute. It's going to start with their goal kick towards the man I was telling you about, the danger man. They're going to win the eventual header won by Abidjan. They're going to get another goal kick, but we should win this again. Alak with the win. Into Ring. Ring down this left-hand side. See if he can get a cross in. He finds a header of a Roma player, unfortunately. He's able to fight. He's fighting for the ball. He gets it back. Into Gabriel Enrique. Back to Dawson. Over the top for Ring. Ring is through on goal, and he's offside. Dang it. He looked good. He didn't look off, but I guess he was. Let's see how far off he was, because that was a pretty good pass. Let's see how far off he was. Dawson with the ball over the top. He's definitely off. Yeah, he's off by a couple feet. But nice finish. Obviously, it was pretty much an empty net, but still, he didn't mess it up. So we've been the better team. They don't have a shot yet, but we've not done much. Not happy with your performance. Solaire's been awful. Ring's been awful. Wilson's been awful. Alak's been awful. Not a good performances from our team so far. Dawson's having a decent performance, even though he's on a yellow, which is kind of dangerous. But I think he's. I don't think he's got sent off so far with our time at Chelsea that I can remember. That's easily going to go through to Gashi. He might have been offside anyways. Look to build from the back. No, he said he kicks it long, looking for Soler, who heads it down to Wilson, who might be coming off soon. He's playing poorly, and he's got that injury. So I don't want to risk him if I don't have to. I mean, I kind of feel like I have to because we need to get a freaking goal. But he's not doing anything, so what's the point of having him on the pitch? Is that an own goal or is that a foul? It is an own goal by the man I'm talking about. Their danger man. Their European golden boy, Bevilacqua, scores an own goal. Let's see this again. Headed down by Diaby. It goes, I think it just hits, does it just hit him on the head? We head it towards goal. It hits him in the head, and I think it goes in. So, a little bit fortunate there, but I'll take him however I can get him. We're 1-0 up. We still haven't allowed a goal. I don't think we've allowed a shot yet, have we? We're still not allowed a shot, so obviously, if we can keep that going for the rest of this game, we're going to be in a good position. Ring looks like he's kind of feeling it. He's going for a long shot, but it goes pretty far wide. We've really picked it up a little bit in this second half. We've been the better team. I'm going to encourage the team. I'm going to take off Wilson. He's not doing well. F. Young's going to come on. And I'm actually going to push Ring up. We need more goals. I thought about going 4-2-4 in this game, but I didn't want to allow a away goal. I'd rather win 1 or 2-0 and not allow a away goal. I'll take 2-0, just like this. F. Young with the goal. Just brought him on, and he's already scoring. That was a good substitution, I feel like. He comes in, and he immediately gets a goal. Mather with the free kick. Floats it to the back post. Goes over the keeper. Keeper makes a mistake. Tries to come out for it and doesn't get there. F. Young hits it into an empty net. So like I said, I'd rather do 1 or 2-0 than 3-1 or 2-1 or anything like that. So I wanted to go a little bit more defensive. I think it was the right call because we've gotten a few goals. 2-0 up. Not allowed a shot. We can do this. I mean, do something even mildly similar in the away leg. We're going to win this tie. I'm going to take off Gabriel Enrique, I guess. Bring on... I'm actually going to move Mather up to attacking mid. Bring on Preben Busk. I might take off Ring, too. Bring on Marcus Connor. Just make those 2 subs for now. See if we can get another goal, though. F. Young with the ball in. Douglas heads it away, but only as far as Connor. Back to F. Young. Back to Buck. Or Busk. I don't know why I called him Buck. Into Connor. Back to Dawson. See if we can get a good game by... A nice ball through to Soler. And Andrew Mather gets the assist. I move him to attacking mid. And he immediately gets an assist. Soler finally pops up with his goal. I was about to sub him, too. He was about to be off this pitch, but a nice finish. Dawson, a ball into Mather, and a nice through ball to Soler. 1-1 with the keeper, and he scores 3-0. That is a great result from this first leg. I'm very happy if that's the end result. Oh, we've made all our subs anyways. I couldn't have taken them off. Focus. Make sure we don't allow a goal. We didn't allow a single shot all game. Absolutely dominated Roma. What a performance that was. I'm very happy with the result and your performance. 3-0. It's a 1-1 result at Stuttgart. At Stuttgart. They scored in the 45th minute after Nice started off the scoring in the 22nd minute. So we'll have to see what happens in that second leg. Nice will have the home game, so I think they're probably the favorites. But it looks like we're going to be getting through. I'm still going to play my strongest squad available to me in that second leg because I don't need to play him for the league game, so might as well. Might as well play him for Roma just to make sure we don't screw it up. And we got a good break until the finals anyway, so shouldn't be a problem. Euro Cup 2 Player of the Season. Effiong is up for it. Wow. I didn't realize he'd been doing that well in the Cup. I might actually start him in this next Europa League Conference game. I probably am going to start Effiong. Darrell Wilson has not impressed me. He had one good game. Other than that, he's done nothing for a while. He's been in some really bad form after starting the season super hot. For over like half the beginning of the season, he was amazing. But recently, he's just kind of fallen off. I don't think we're going to get to 100 points, especially if we're not trying to. I don't think we're going to get 32. Well, we might get to 32 wins. But, like, again, I'm not trying to, so. Let's do this press conference real quick. Now that you've won the title, how do you foresee the remaining fixtures going? The hard work begins now. Everyone else will raise their game, and it'll be up to us to respond. You've won the last 5 matches against West Brom. Is that sort of run important, and can you keep it going on Saturday or Sunday? It gives us the confidence to go out there and really take the game to them. They'll be aware of the record too, but they have the pressure and trying to bring it to an end. Following West Brom's heavy 4-0 Premier League defeat against Derby County, Penyside currently 17th in the Premier League with 29 points from 35 matches. Could they leave with all the points on Sunday? I don't think that's going to happen now. We're a good side, and we should really be winning this match. Alan Penny's West Bromwich Albion have looked leaky defensively in recent games. How do you plan on exploiting their frailties? There's the word. Frailties on Sunday. We'll be focused on our own game as always. I prefer to focus on the strengths of my side than the perceived weaknesses of the opposition. Are you perhaps being a little inflexible and stubborn in your refusal to adapt your tactics? I know what works and what doesn't, and right now, this is the way we're going to play. How do you think a gap of just 3 days since playing Roma could affect your players? The fixture list isn't something we can really affect, so there's little point in complaining about it. No players that played against Roma are going to play against West Brom. There's been something of an inquest at West Brom following a 4-0 defeat against Derby County, who were bottom in their last game. Surely this is a perfect time to play them. They're a little fragile after that defeat, and we have to take advantage of that. Do you think Pedro Soler can handle the current scrutiny of his performance? I've been impressed with his focus and professionalism. The pressure is helping him take his game to the next level. This is freaking going long. With things going pretty well so far, you must be confident about the club's long-term prospects right now. I'm happy but not satisfied. I intend to meet the club's long-term goals head-on, and we're going to continue to work hard towards them. How important has a strong team atmosphere as Chelsea been picking up form? The club is a really fun place to be right now, and that atmosphere gives us all confidence to do our jobs. Good God! In the press conference. That is a freaking ridiculous. Like, sometimes these press conferences can be like 3 questions. Sometimes they're like an hour long. It's ridiculous. Let's advance to the West Brom match. We got this far. I might as well see you through the rest of the way. Well, actually, we're not going to play the West Brom match anyway, so are we? So, I might as well leave you, so I'll see you for the Roma match. Just a few moments. And we are back for the second leg against Roma. The West Brom match was pretty simple. A 4-0 victory with a completely rotated squad. Under 18s, under 23s players, and just some of our backups in there, and we just thrashed them. Shows how good the squad depth of this club is. So that wasn't an issue, but now we've got Roma. This is the squad I'm going to go with. I had Savage in there, so I had it as a deep lying forward. Let's put it back to advanced forward. This is the squad we're going with. Pretty much the normal squad. F. Young's going to come in for Wilson because he has not impressed me. F. Young's been good, so I'm going to keep giving him the chance. Dawson was pretty good in this last match, so he's going to start again. Still, the rest of the squad is pretty much as you'd expect. So, 3-0 victory in the first leg. We should be able to see this one out now. It's their home leg, but I think we're good enough. We're not going to lose 3-0 or lose 4-0 especially. So, I think we can do it. Let's get an away goal just to make sure it's completely sealed, but let's do this. I'm going to say we cannot allow complacency to undo all the good work done in the first leg. Go out there and treat this as if you're starting from scratch. Tell the rest that I have faith. Just 2 players. How important will Blairon Gashi be to Chelsea today? Of course he's very important. He's an outstanding player. Sahid Ajayi has been banging in the goals in the Europa Conference League so far. Do you have a plan to stop him? We're definitely going to have to pay him close attention and have worked on some ideas in training. See if it's the same squad. Or left winger, he's not back in for this game. They've gone to a 4-4-2. They played a 4-1-4-1 last match, so they must be kind of going for it. Going with 2 strikers up top this game. So they know they need to score goals. It's good to see that the AI will kind of change up their system like that. When they know they need to score more goals, they go a little bit more attacking. Honestly, I probably would have gone even more attacking than that and gone with, wide attacking midfielders and go to the 4-2-4, but to each their own. Maybe they're not as good at the wide attacking midfield positions. I don't know. But I still think this should be a pretty comfortable victory. Roma are going to start with the first highlight as they're going to pass it all the way back to their keeper. Good ball out, but it eventually gets cleared to Alak. Not a good ball over the top by them. And now we see if we can create something from the back here. Mather with the ball. He's got a lot of space out to the left to ring. He finds the pass to him. He makes a good cut inside. Really starts driving at the defense, getting into a lot of space. Going for the goal himself. I don't know about that. I don't think that one stood any chance of going in, so he probably should have looked for a pass on there. There wasn't really any passes on, but still probably should have done better. It looks like we're going into halftime with only one highlight, and it was a pretty blasé one, a pretty plain, boring one. So we've dominated possession. They've actually finally had some shots. They didn't have a single shot last game. They've got 3 shots so far this game, but none on target yet. We've been the little bit better team, but we haven't really created anything either. I'm going to say I'm not happy. We've got the lead. We're probably going to see this game out. I doubt they're going to score 4 goals in the second half, or even 3 to take it to extra time. So, and even in extra time, we've got the advantage since we're the away team. 1 goal from us is worth more than 1 goal for them. So, I think we're going to see this out. We're strong defensively. They're not getting a single shot on target. Hopefully we can keep that going for the rest of the game. If we can not allow a single shot on target through 2 legs against Roma, that'll be a completely dominant performance. And so far, that's the case. Got a highlight here in the 71st minute, though. It's going to be a corner for us. Genovese, and it's going to find the back of the net. It looks like the keeper got a piece to it, but he couldn't keep it out. Michel Genovese scores the goal to give us the lead and put this tie beyond all reach. They can't score 5, and they need 5. He just got a fingertip to it, but he couldn't get enough to keep it out. This tie is done. We are going to the Europa Conference League final against either Nice or Stuttgart. I'd be fine with either. I don't know, obviously I don't know how good they are. Obviously in real life, neither are an especially good team. But this is 23, 24 years in the future, so who knows at this point. As that's a good goal by Gabriel Henrique. Mather with another assist. Gabriel Henrique with a pretty good goal off the top of the bar and found its way down into the back of the net. Well, not the back. It didn't actually make it to the back, but Mather with the ball in and kind of on the volley. That's a good finish. Put it where the keeper had no chance of getting to it. And we're 2-0 up now. Now they need 6. I think I can make some subs. Enrique's on a yellow. I'll take him off. Put Mather there. Bring on Preben Busk. Bring in Allaire. And bring in Jonathan Curtis for Jordan Dawson. I think those are the only subs I have, right? I only have 3? Yeah. Let's do all 3 subs. There's 9 minutes left. We're going to win this game. We might even get another goal. But I'm going to tell the team that I'm proud of them. I'm going to praise the team. They still don't have a shot on target. I hope we keep this through the rest of the game. Hopefully they don't have a single shot. It doesn't look like they're going to. Not a single shot on target over 2 legs by Roma. An utterly dominant performance by Chelsea. A 5-0 victory on aggregate. Very happy with the result and the way you played. Now we have to see who we've got in the Conference League final. Well done on reaching the Europa Conference League final. How does it feel? Anytime you get to play in a final, it's worth celebrating, so I'm delighted. You prevented Roma from mustering so much as a single shot on target. Does that performance just show how dominant you were here? We looked very solid at the back, and that laid the foundation for the rest of the performance. Nice actually did win. I thought they had the advantage at home, and they won 3-2, 2-1 on the day, 3-2 on aggregate. Stuttgart actually equaled it up in the 59th minute, but a 67th minute winner by Wicks. I'm guessing it's Wikes. To give Nice the win and send them to the Conference League final. So it will be at the Ibrox Stadium. Where is that? Where are you? Scotland. So Glasgow, the Rangers Stadium. So we're going to Rangers. We're playing pretty close to home. And we're going to be playing Nice in the final. Genovese was on form. 4 key headers. Defensive work was amazing. Look when that is on the schedule. They are right next to each other, so within 4 days of each other. So I'm going to play the rest of these Premier League games, play all the backups again, all the under-18s, all the under 23s. Then we will be back for the second to last episode, which will be the Cup final episode, the FA Cup final, and the Europa Conference League final. Hopefully we can end this series off well with 2 wins and 2 more cups to add to our board, or add to our list. Add to the trophy case, that is. So hopefully that's the case, but I'll come back for that. Then we'll have a final episode, which will just be a recap of the save, recap of the series, how our players from Everton did, how the team at Everton did. You know, reminisce with some of our former players and just look at some of the stats. So that'll be the final episode, but 2 episodes left from now. The series is almost over, and it's a little bittersweet because I've really enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed this whole unique landscape that we've created 20 years in the future. No real players left, and just getting to know all these regions who have been amazing, and we've been able to sign that have been amazing, and that weren't able to sign but still went on to good things. It's been so enjoyable. If you've enjoyed it well and you've made it this far, why don't you like the video, subscribe, and click the bell. The links to all my socials are also in the description. I really appreciate all your support. Thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time.